Hello, this is Alyssa Gertman and I'm here doing my 15-16 Gracey Evaluation. To start off, I'm going to be sitting up straight with my loops on and we're going to get started. So I put my patient in a nice relaxing position and I'm going to start with my 15-16, which is used for the facial or lingual and mesial aspect of the tooth. And so to start off, I'm going to start with the maxillary, and the must-seen areas are the linguals and the maxillary. So I'm going to start with the right maxillary. I will be in 11 o'clock position. Here we go. So I want the V of my instrument to be pointed towards the distal, V to the D. And hopefully that can be seen. I'm going to start back a little behind the distolingual line angle. And turn into that interproximal area with my terminal shank as parallel with the tooth as possible. When I go into the sulcus, I have my blade at 0 degrees, and then I'm coming around, rolling my instrument and getting into the interproximal space and coming out. And I'm just going to repeat that on the remainder of the right maxillary lingual. Still keeping that blade closed, starting back behind that distolingual line angle. That way we can overlap the spot where we started with our 13-14 and then come out of that. Making sure that even while going around, that when you're going around the tooth, your terminal shank stays parallel with the tooth. Then coming out. Alright, since I'm already in my 11 o'clock position, I'm going to go ahead and do the mandibular left facials, which is another area of another must-see observation area. So again, we're going to make sure that we have the correct end of the instrument using the V to the D rule. So you can see here how I'm going to insert my tooth. I have my V. So just like how we did on the maxillary, we want to make sure that our blade is closed and then open it once we're in the sulcus. Keeping that terminal shank parallel to the tooth. Again, we're going to start by that distofacial line angle now. Open our blade, roll, roll, roll. Whoop. Skip over the missing tooth. And really roll with that fulcrum. Insert at that 0 degrees and then come up on your fulcrum, bringing the instrument around. Alright, and that was my left mandibular facials. Alright, now I'm on my third must-see area and I'm doing the maxillary left linguals here. Again, make sure you have the correct working end or you won't be on the correct cutting edge. I always second guess myself. A little hard with the camera here, but we're gonna make it work. As much as I dislike having to do these evals this way, I do feel like I'm working with the typodont a little better because it's forced me to have to practice with it. Not how I had planned, or how any of us, I think, had planned to spend this semester, but we're making the best of it. Again, trying to be as parallel with the tooth as possible while also keeping the correct hand positioning. All right, and I'm on my fourth and final section doing the right mandibular facials. And I don't know if I mentioned while doing the left maxillary linguals or not, but I am in an 8 to 9 o'clock position while doing the this surface and the surface I had done before. All right, I'm gonna start on the most distal tooth. Again, want to start at that distofacial line angle because we're trying to pick up where that 13-14 will leave off or would have left off. So we want to overlap. You don't want to pull out of that sulcus. And at that 0 degrees, come up on the blade. Oh, pop that thumb back out. I'm working on it, I'm trying. All right, and there was my 15-16 evaluation.